new EGM Securities and Starling Capital partnership will give Kenyans access to global trading opportunities for top-performing global stocks, as well as other asset classes such as indices and commodities like gold and oil. Now, in the first on CNBC Africa interview, we're joined by the CEO of EGM Securities, Samwel Kiraka, for more on this partnership. Thank you for making the time, Samwel. A new vehicle that has been created there. Kenyan people now can, able to invest on the NASDAQ, S&P 500. What has it taken to get to this point, and why is this important for Kenya?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a great opportunity. As EGM, we've been on this journey for the last 3 years. We just marked our third year in June this year, and we are very excited to be the pioneer provider of multi-asset in this market. And therefore joining with Starling Capital, signing a partnership agreement where we'll be able to offer their clients, they'll be able to reach out to their clients and offer them exactly what you said, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and other global indices will give an impetus to increase investor appetite. We've seen a lot of demand from Kenyans over the 3 years we've been in this market. We've seen increasing demand for multi-assets. You will appreciate that Starling and other brokers operate on the Nairobi Securities Exchange, where they do the local stocks and the derivatives market. So they do futures for Safaricom and other local banks, which we do also on our platform. We do have derivatives on our platform. However, their clients have not been able to access global markets. They trade only those local shares and bonds and corporate paper, which is government paper and of course corporate paper. But this opportunity is opening them up to get into single stocks, currencies, indices, commodities, and of course precious metals like gold, and of course the global shares we've talked about.
This comes at a very interesting time. I was just reading a Credit Suisse article earlier this morning, and
Yes.
It talked about how Kenya is the most indebted country, but at the same time also has the highest number of millionaires within the East Africa and Central Africa region. Now, doesn't this bring about another situation of capital flight, as it creates more opportunities for this group of people to invest outside Kenya, and in the long run, you have ballast of payment issues, especially when it comes to the currencies?
The good thing is what has happened in this market is that the funds are segregated and kept in Kenya. So yes, while there may be one or two investors who will be trading overseas, their funds are actually made here and retained here. The regulations require that the trading platform and we offer opportunities to investors to trade on those global stocks. Remember, they're investing in Kenya. So it's our brothers and sisters in Kenya who we are opening up to global markets. So Sam is sitting in Nairobi, but is able to trade counters that are foreign, and the investment is still held here. Because remember, you're dealing price movement. Yeah, so whatever profit you make is still retained here. So we don't see initially any major capital flight. What we see is an opportunity for Kenyans to get to diversify their risk. So a lot of them are in real estate. Those high net worth clients you've talked about are in real estate, which again is very locked up. You don't get liquidity as and when you want it. You are in bonds, you are in shares, local shares, but this gives them an opportunity to diversify both return and investment classes out there.
I have two questions to follow up on this, but the first regarding what you said. This in a way is globalization of the markets there, and again that interlinkage of global markets. There are challenges to that, vulnerabilities, and here I want to look at 2008 financial crisis as that. How secure are these investors from such shocks, or when the Apple stock, let's say if they've invested in Apple or Microsoft or Alphabet, and that stock, there's an issue with it, they are going to be faced with the same challenges as someone in New York?
Yes, yes, I agree with you. But again, the point here is your risk mitigation factors that you deploy. Whether you're sitting in New York or you're sitting in Nairobi at any of these big towers here, or you're sitting somewhere in a small village in Kenya and you're able to actually get on the portal and trade, we are able to offer our clientele research. So we offer market research indicating, just like you would get on your local stocks, how has the counter on the Nairobi Securities Exchange moved over the last 6 months? What is the potential for Apple going forward? And you can see currently what the tech counters are looking like. You know, there's potential for growth because the world has become so global. We are all in these meetings where we are on Zoom and such kind of things. You're talking about even trade going on the social, on the digital platforms. E-commerce has become a big thing. You're looking at Moderna, you're looking at counters like those where, as we deal with COVID and the crisis around the globe, a lot of these companies will continue to make money in the medium to long term as we try to fight COVID. And therefore, that tells you that that's a counter with future. And so long as we're able to continue giving market research around where is the potential, what are the opportunities, and very transparently supporting our traders with information and training on risk management, I don't see a challenge.
I have to let you go, Samuel, but I want us to continue this conversation sometime next week, and especially on competitiveness of local equities. But before we get there, it's the third year for EGM, and yet you already have the lion's share, according to numbers coming out of Nairobi, when it comes to the fixed brokerage market in the country. How have you been able to achieve that?
The good thing is really around the enthusiasm of our clientele. We are trying to build, and we are building an army of traders. And by that doing so, we are talking to partners like we did with Sterling, and also going out regional. We are now in Kitengela, in Thika, in Nakuru, and of course in Westlands where I'm sitting currently. And we're also looking to expand into other counties within Kenya. That way, with the footprint, that helps a lot of young people who want to learn how to trade on this market, on the platform, FX, want to trade commodities, want to trade gold, which is one of the most traded commodities on our platform currently. The opportunity for them to make something for themselves, either a mainstay income or additional income, especially during this time of crisis where jobs have been lost, high level of unemployment. How the clients have endeared themselves to us as we offer them solutions is really what has given us the breakthrough over the last 3 years. We are very, very bullish around the future. We see great potential, and we'll continue to work with our clients, even as we appreciate this far we have come through their support.